Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Hellstormwargaming. And thank you for kicking this off. Papaya Pariah for the gifted membership. And Mardy Marv, thank you so much for the 29 months. I really appreciate you both. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Mikey. Welcome to the Monday show. I am feeling extremely sleepy today. Extremely sleepy. I was at a wedding all night last night, so I'm feeling pretty rough. So it's going to be a short and quick one because we've got loads of things to cover. So we're going to be cracking on very shortly. But welcome to the stream. If you don't know, my name is Mike. I stream every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you're tuning in to one of the best live shows on YouTube. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. And if you've seen or anything you want to tell me, now's the time. And I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing good. I'm not shocked after the excellent rug cutting on the Insta. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very good at cutting rugs. I presume that means dancing. Yo, Big C, thanks for the 15 months at parasocial level. Thank you so much, mate. The wedding looked fire. Bro, do I talk about the wedding now? Do I talk about the wedding now? Holy shit. Oh, we've got loads of Warhammer things to go over, but I do have a story about the wedding. Some people in chat already know what it is because they're in the parasocial tier of the WhatsApp group. You can join the parasocial tier and join the WhatsApp group and see all the behind the scenes. What wedding? Oh, I don't know. Just a little wedding I went to earlier. Just a little wedding. Do we talk about the wedding first? Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, what a fucking wild ride. Oh, God. But welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. We've got some stuff to talk about. We've got the Golden Demon. The Golden Demon drama, which has gone down, which is very interesting. We've got the huge drama of the of Games Workshop saying there's a whole new army, a whole unannounced army coming out this year. And then we've got the highlights of the wedding. Do it first. Look, Elliot, look, I can bait you for the watch time of your own event if you want me to, because I will. I'm going to do it any second. Let me just talk about 7 other topics first. Honestly, chat, I can't even fathom. Why is my Discord not telling everyone I'm live? Yo, everyone. Did you... Yo, why is Discord being shit? Everyone. Did you know I'm live? God damn, why is it doing that? Why is it not posting that I've gone live? I was like, my numbers are down, but I haven't had a notification yet. That didn't work. Did that work? Yo, that worked. Let's go. All right. A highlights package of the wedding. Well, let me tell you, I could give you a highlight reel of a particular thing that happened at the wedding. Okay. I think I'll do that first. I'm just going to give people 30 seconds to see my notification and pop in, because it's one of those that people are going to remember forever, and I don't want people to miss it. But if you're watching live, let me know who you are, where you're watching from. Come in and say hi, and I'll say hi to you right back. So, good hello to you, Papa Pariah. Raziel, hello, how are you doing? Andy says, let's go, baby. Hello to you, sir. Big C Gang, hello, mate. Chloe Guardian, how are you doing? Let's go, gang. Hope today is fire like the wedding. It was fire. I'm not shocked at the excellent rug cutting, I was already mentioned. Fire gang, love it. What's up from Ohio? Hello to Ohio. Hello, hello, hello. Elliot, hello. What wedding? It was yours. You were there. You did it. You did the thing. Howdy, Pridders. How are you? Just popping in. How you doing, mate? Thanks for popping by. What's up from the hobby room? My hobby room's had a bit of a move around. You won't be able to see it yet. Hopefully, Parasocial have already seen that as well. By the way, Parasocial gang is where to be if you want to see everything that I'm doing, not just like what I just put publicly. All that side of the room has changed, but only the Parasocial gang know about it so far, which is exciting. No, Discord. No, I don't know why Discord's not said anything. I don't know why it's not said anything, but I did. So you better have tuned in. Congratulations, Elliot. Yeah, big congratulations to Elliot. We want drama. All right, you want some real drama? Real drama. Because we can do some real drama. All right, we'll do the real drama first, and then we'll do the normal drama, which is talk about Golden Demon, the drama from Golden Demon, and the drama about the whole new army that's coming out. The Games Workshop didn't say. So it's coming out this year. Okay. So, chat, if you didn't know, I was at a little wedding this weekend. A little wedding, and it was quite a big wedding, to be honest. A little wedding for my good friend Elliot. You might know Elliot. Here he is, looking very happy with his new wife. There's me. There's Elliot. There's his new wife, looking absolutely fantastic. So this weekend, obviously, I think I did a stream and I spoke about the stag do that we took Elliot on, where we jokingly said we kind of like convinced him through torturous hours that he was going to go ape in Leeds, which is like a climbing center, and then we surprised him with like a stag do of like an armories tour and like a sword fight and stuff like that. Okay, I don't know if you have stag do's in the US, bachelor party maybe, it's the same thing. Okay, UK ones are a little bit more messy, that's all I'll say. But anyway, there's the happy couple. You know Elliot, you know you love him. We all love Elliot, and his new wife is absolutely, she was beautiful on their day, and she's absolutely amazing. I love her to bits, okay? But anyway, this is them on their wedding day. Now, the wedding, like normally I wouldn't talk about the wedding, because obviously it's a very special time, you know, between two people, and everyone is sharing that. I wouldn't normally bring it up and just be like, yeah, I went to a wedding, here's what happened. But something very strange happened. Very, very, very strange, okay? How could you bait and switch bouldering? It's not even bouldering, it's like zip lining in woods, right? He was like, I want to do something fun, and we were like, okay, well, we're not going to tell you what you're going to do, so we'll surprise you, but we'll pretend you're doing something else. But it took us weeks for him to guess what he was actually not doing. It took him so long. It took him so long to work out what he was not doing, the pretend one, that when we revealed the other one was actually happening, he didn't actually believe it, and he was convinced he was still going to go ape, which is like a climbing museum thing. Not even a climbing museum, a climbing thing, Adventureland thing, not a theme park. He's shit anyway. He's shit. Anyway, so we went to the wedding. Me and Georgie, obviously looking fire. I was wearing my JoJo tie, obviously. Or what other tie was I gonna be wearing? You might see me dancing on Instagram because I was drunk and uploaded a 1-minute story of me dancing, having a great time to Jujutsu Kaisen. Great time. You know what? Weddings are only getting better as I'm getting older because people are starting to put like good music on. I think I've been to like 10 weddings now, like family members, aunties and stuff like that. Crap, they do the Macarena and shit, and then I've been to like older friends and they're like not so great, and then as like my friends, my close friends of my age, decided to get married and stuff, decided to like put good music on, like Neon Genesis and Jujutsu Kaisen, having a great time. But anyway, we enjoyed the ceremony, very beautiful. I cried. One, because I thought everyone looked stunning, the bride looked stunning, but also I was losing my best friend. All right, it was a very emotional time for me, especially. Myself and George, Elliot's other best friend, we were both crying, and we were like, we still have each other until we don't, and that was really sad as well. There was a lot to take in. I was like, Elliot's married now, so he's off the cards. It's just me and you left, you know. However, beautiful ceremony, had a great time. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a skip. You cry at every wedding. Look, when I watch beautiful people like my friends cry, like emotional, I'm like a contagious crier. All right, if I'm just here on my own, won't cry, never shed a tear before, don't even know what emotions are. But if one of my friends starts crying because they're like, oh my god, my wife, my wife, I'm like, you know what, me too. But yeah, I do cry every wedding. You know, married people aren't dead, they're just boring now. But no, I'm not saying Ellie is dead, I'm saying he's off the table. You know what I mean? I'm saying he's off the table, and I've only got a few friends who are going to get married left, you know what I mean? Or aren't already married. I've not got many left, you know? So I don't know what I'm going to do soon, because eventually they're all going to be married, and I'm going to be left on my own with Georgie, I guess. My beautiful partner. Anyway, skip forward. We had a lovely meal. I had some lovely soup. I had some beef, and I had a cheesecake, okay? And the wedding was going flawlessly. Again, I'd just taken this picture. I think either just after or just between. I think this might have been between meals, you know, like between courses. I think it might have just been just after May. Took this picture of the beautiful couple, you know. So you're upset you haven't caught the flowers. I am very upset that I've not only not been caught the flowers, but I've also not been asked. All right. Elliot didn't get down on one knee to me, you know. And it's just sad. Anyway, chat, look. This is wild, okay? This is just wild. This is, honestly, someone almost died, all right? So, again, between meals, took this lovely picture. Let's set the scene, okay? We are in, you know what I need? MS Paint. MS Paint, okay? For your context, okay? Because one, I love explaining things, and two, I love dragging things out. So here is the venue. Okay, so it's a hall. 99% of you in chat have been to a wedding, right? You know how this works. You've got the hall. This is the hall. There's some tables, you know. There's one here, there's one here, one here, one here. And then here, right, stage. Okay. Stage, bride, groom. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Having a great time. Okay. Now, I am sat here, okay, around this area, Georgie, you know, and then we've got a couple of my friends, Tom and Joe, sat here, okay, and just for reference, fire escape is here, okay. That was a terrible fire escape. There's a fire escape. If you just wanted to know, if you wanted to know how to leave this room, there's the fire escape. Okay, so I'm over here, beautiful couple up here, okay, and behind them, I just have to undo all this. Behind them, the decoration of the wedding, okay? So there's a big gold hoop. And I'll show you again in a minute. Big gold hoop like this, okay? Right? Like that. Beautiful. You've never seen such a good hoop drawn on my MS Paint. You've got like a throw thing on it like this. It's got a little knot here. And it goes like that. Okay? And then I'm not very good at drawing flowers. Okay? I'm not very good at drawing flowers, but pretend these are flowers. Okay, these are flowers on this bit. All right, all over here. They stick down a bit like this. They do this. Okay, there they are. All right, you get the idea. You get the idea. It's a big gold hoop. You've got the sash. You just saw it. Look at it. It's like it's like you're there. Okay, it's like you've actually seen it. Right, and then dry flowers here. Very beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain what happened. I don't have many pictures because it's not something you think to take pictures of at the time. All right? But just after we had dessert, okay, a waitress comes in and eats shit, right? And by eat shit, I mean this waitress walks in, handfuls of spoons for some reason, lands on the floor, face down, all right? Bam! Eat shit, all right? And obviously, being the Yorkshireman, in my head, I was trying to be polite right away, but I was like, get down. You know how you do? You know? You try and be polite, but you're like, But also, when she falls, the spoons go everywhere. This is all super relevant, by the way. Just want to let you know. All very relevant. Okay? And she echoes. Yeah, she hit the ground with a loud thud, right? But it felt like unnatural. But also spoons everywhere. So everyone turns, as you've seen. You've just seen the wedding venue. I should have kept the drawings. I could have told you where she fell over. But let me if I very quickly redraw all the tables, okay, like this, you know, and then the stage, and then the bride and groom, and then as I mentioned, I'll do it in green. The golden hoop, okay? It's here, okay? I know you can't see it because of the chat, right? She eats shit here. And I'm like, fuck. She's down. She's down, okay? That's the room. It's like you're there. You've never had... You've never had such a good telling of this story. Spoons, 1 shot, 2d6, strength 2, AP 0, 1 damage. Spoons are everywhere. So she quickly picks them up. And we're like, fucking hell. First day on the job at a wedding. Jesus Christ, right? And you think, chat, that's where the story would end, you know? This woman eats shit on the floor and throws spoons everywhere. And I'm like, fucking first day on the job. What a loser, all right? But then, as she gets up off the floor... She, like, goes into her side and pulls out a microphone, okay? She pulls out a microphone and starts singing in a terrible, with a terrible, terrible fake American accent. And we're all confused. And we're like, why is the waitress starting to sing? Okay. So we all look around. We all look at each other. Again, we're on table 5, down here, having a great time. You know, we're all like, what's going on? Okay. The woman is kind of like strolling around here now, starting to sing. And we're all like, all our eyes, because this is the boy table, okay? This is Elliot's friend's table, okay, down here. We're all having a look at the stage where Elliot is. And we're like, Elliot, what's going on? You know, like visually with our eyes, like, bro, what's going on? What's that? What's that doing? What's that doing? All right. And Elliot's like, okay. And then he texts. I don't have the original picture, but I think he texts a bit image of Robert Baratheon looking very confused. Because obviously he was on the table at the top, acting like Robert Baratheon. All right. Turns out it's not a waitress. Okay. She starts singing Taylor Swift. Okay. She was singing Taylor Swift covers with a terrible American accent, okay? It turns out said waitress with the spoons is a Taylor Swift impersonator. Chat, it gets weirder, all right? It gets weirder because I'll show you a picture of the Taylor Swift impersonator, but I feel like you need the context first, okay? So it turns out that... There's now a Taylor Swift impersonator singing, and by impersonator, I mean doing the accent and just acting, not like a fucking, like a cover artist, like just trying to be Taylor Swift. I've never really seen proper impersonators outside of TikTok. So I was very confused. I was very like, it was very strange. And what was even worse, no offense to her, but she was having technical issues, probably because she threw herself onto a microphone onto the floor. Okay. She was like landed slap bang on the floor. I'm pretty sure she damaged the microphone. All right. Was Mickey Mouse and the Stag Do unavailable? We all made that joke. We all made that joke as well. But the microphone wasn't working very well. So she's trying to sing whilst also like fucking around with the fucking speaker in the corner. Elliot, you're a mod. If you don't like him, ban him. Or delete his message or whatever. So yeah, so she's fucking around with the speaker, and it's all like, I don't know, I can't think of any Taylor Swift songs. I'm doing it on the spot, but she's like, and she's just like fucking about in the corner. It was just like, what is going on? And then we see the mother of the bride, again looking beautiful. The mother of the bride goes up to stage, okay. Again, I'm sorry that this is off. I need to move this, okay? Let me just move this over here so it makes more sense, okay? We'll do this, okay? Oh, what am I doing? I should eat shit now, because this is going terribly. Okay. Chat, listen. This is where it gets wild. Mother of the bride gets out of her chair, goes up onto the stage, okay? Normal thing to do. Because Ellie's looking confused, but she loves Taylor Swift. Clapping away. Don't know what's happening here. You know? Elliot's like, what the fuck's going on? Mother of the bride goes up. And to paraphrase, because I didn't hear this, I was told after the situation. She said, I bet you weren't expecting this, were you? All right? This is where it gets wild, chat. Okay? You thought it was already strange. This is where it goes crazy. Okay? Because the brother of the bride goes up on stage and says something along the lines of, I bet you weren't expecting a Taylor Swift impersonator. Because it turns out, mother of the bride had booked a Taylor Swift impersonator who had disguised herself as a waitress, chucked spoons onto the floor, probably broken a microphone on the way doing it, to get attention to everyone, then started to sing like Taylor Swift and talk in a bad American accent, okay? Very wild, kind of funny on reflection, okay? Very strange. Very, very strange. However, what happened afterwards, you're not going to quite believe. As I mentioned, if you look at this beautiful picture, you have the bride and groom looking excellent. You have the hoop with all of the dry flowers. And also, you might notice open fire because there's some lovely candles on the table. What happened next was lovely bride of the mother of the bride spins around, does a about turn to leave the stage, you know? She literally spins on the spot. She doesn't. She spins and goes to leave the stage. As she does, she knocks over the hula towards the fire. The giant gold hula with all of the dry flowers and the plastic sheets falls over towards the bride and groom over the back of their head, okay? If I'm Elliot, okay, I'm at my table, candles are here, okay? I have one. I'm Elliot, candle here. Flammable hazard falls from behind, lands on the candles, okay? Lands on top of the cancel, on the candles, okay? And they go up in flames in an instant, okay? This wasn't, oh God, the candles fell over. This was, holy shit, all of the dry flowers have gone up in a torch, in an inferno, straight away, because they're dry flowers, which is also really good tinder, okay? But not only is it an inferno, it's attached to a hula hoop, which is kind of now lodged between Elliot and his chair and the inferno in front of them. So they were almost in a ring of flowers. A ring of flowers. A ring of fire. However, whilst all this was happening, I can now show you, as uploaded by the bride, I can now show you how a picture of Taylor Swift impersonator 1, okay, and mother of the bride holding the inferno after picking it up off the table. There's Taylor Swift, or Failer Biffed, as we called her, into the fires of marriage and onto the apple of Swift. So there is, again, Taylor Swift impersonator 1. Elliot trying to save himself from Inferno. Okay. Mother of the bride who just knocked over the giant dry hula. Okay. Who thought Tinder would be useful as a wedding? Chat, it gets worse because once I realised, no, everyone was safe, of course, I filmed it to prove it's not fake. Okay. I just need to pause my music a minute. I filmed it, of course. As you can see, a small inferno with Taylor Swift singing in the background is real. I believe it's Love Story playing, okay? I believe it's Love Story, all right? But also, this is my friend Tom, okay? As he throws me off for filming. Because as you can see, I'm not sure of both relation, but I said mother of the bride, also wearing a very fancy hat. Okay. Wearing a fancy hat, which I believe is probably very flammable, taking out the hula inferno outside. And then me filming it, because I'm like, right, guy, okay. Okay, look, I know what you're all thinking, Papaya Pride. No, that's not what happened, okay? I was actually shocked, okay? I was shocked and appalled at the situation. So I waited until I knew the entire building was safe. Only then did my phone come out the pocket and start filming. Hence, I only get the last bit. That's why I only got the last bit. But then obviously Tom telling me off. Whilst also laughing, okay, starts laughing. I'm not sure he laughed at me or the situation. I'm pretty sure he might have been laughing at me on second reflection. At the time, he was laughing at the situation, not me filming, and then told me off. Just one more time for posterity. All the while, Taylor Swift impersonator is still fucking singing. I'm shocked. Now let's film it. I hope the first dance was Johnny Cash Ring of Fire. It was. But there was like Murder on the Dance Floor came on, and there was like fucking let's burn this goddamn house right down. And did we all dodge singing that bit? I was so overstimulated. Yeah, Elliot came over and told us, like, he was like, I've had such a long day, you know, I've literally got married, I've had to do like a speech. I'm so overstimulated, he said to his new wife. And as that happened, Spoons, Ring of Fire. Okay, Spoons, Taylor, Ring of Fire. Very crazy 30 seconds. Obviously, chat, everything is content. So the aftermath of said Ring of Fire, as you can see, Taylor is still going, by the way, even throughout the fire, post-fire, even before fire, during and post-fire, Taylor and Taylor Swift, I don't know what we're going to call her, knock off Taylor, was still going. But I filmed this because of the fucking scorch marks. The fucking scorch marks on the roof. It's so funny. They just fucking made me howl so much. And then finally, as Love Story continues to play... Oh no, the other song wasn't Love Story. This is Love Story. What was the other one, George? What was the other song? The Aftermath. How to Start a Wedding. Burn it to the ground and start again. That is the funniest video I've ever filmed, by the way. That is the funniest video of Tom shouting at me for filming the Inferno. Oh, chat, to just finish it off, by the way, those flowers, dry flower, You Belong With Me, thank you. So she's singing You Belong With Me, then Love Story. Just to finish off the whole situation, obviously, the flowers went up in flames, you know. The flowers went up in flames in seconds. Because we reckon they'd probably use something to like kind of like stop them shedding or like kind of stick them in place. So maybe like similar to hairspray, just made them just like engulf in flames in seconds rather than just kind of like tinder as normal, you know. But also, unlucky to Elliot, the flowers are rented and I don't know how they're going to deal with that because they're expecting those flowers back. There was a waitress who looked very similar to Taylor Swift, with a little dustpan and brush outside. So anyway, there's my story from the wedding. Actual fire wedding, 10 out of 10. The best wedding I've ever been to. The entertainment was immaculate. You literally couldn't fucking make it up, honestly. Immaculate vibes. It was like, you know, the roof was on fire, literally. Without the fire, I think the AI was the fucking thing was AI generated. I know, that's what I thought, hence I filmed it. But there you go. As I said, they're just the picture perfect mother of the bride. Not sure what to do with the Inferno on the hula hoop video. Actually hilarious. Oh, Elliot says, remember your wedding insurance. Literally, yes. Literally, don't forget wedding insurance, because that could have been a fucking disaster. But thankfully it wasn't. It was a great time. Great time had by all. Danced all night, so I'm very sleepy today. Very, very sleepy. A Dothraki wedding is considered a dull affair without at least 3 infernos. Yeah, that's just a Game of Thrones themed wedding, you know, just Game of Thrones themed that day. So there you go. That was Elliot's wedding. There's the catch up. It was a beautiful day. It was fucking hilarious. It was a great time. Everyone had a great time. Taylor Swift impersonator was really funny. She timed her entrance great. It was just the middle bit where she kept singing as the fire was going on. She had fucking vocal cords of steel. Because if that was happening behind me, I'd be like, holy fucking shit, in probably my normal voice, rather than continuing the American accent, the American impersonation. Crazy. Honestly crazy. Sounds awesome. It was fucking something. So there you go. That was my weekend. I hope you all had an exciting weekend as well. I think I've grabbed everything. If anyone, Georgie, Elliot, if you want to add anything, if I missed anything from telling the story, do tell. But I think I covered it with annotations. Chat, I'm going to say my annotations were elite because it was like you're actually there. Okay? It was like you're actually there. I got to dance to multiple anime themes. We did. It was great. Which is why I'm so tired today. Game of Thrones themed wedding, aware. No one got killed. Just attempted. There was attempted murder. Very on brand, I would say. You know? Very on brand. 10 times center photo. Best day of my life, 10 out of 10, including Near Death Inferno. I do think, Elliot, it was only a 9 out of 10 until the Inferno. That did make it peak, you know? You know, like when you're on a level or like a game where you keep gaining experience, but you're already at max level and it keeps saying your experience is going up, but you'll never grow level. That's what happened. You're basically already at 10. The fire just ticked it over the end. What a fucking hilarious day. Well, again, it could have been really bad. It could have been absolutely awful, but it wasn't, so it was funny. Fire got you to prestige. Yeah. Do I have anything else? Do I have anything else to show? I don't think so. I think that's everything. There's obviously, I've got lots of lovely photos. Oh, the last thing that happened. The last thing that happened was I'm going to my first Age of Sigmar tournament this weekend. This one coming up. I'm going to my first Age of Sigmar tournament, and I forgot to submit my list. List submission was Saturday night. And I hadn't wrote a list, so this was me at 20 to midnight after drinking all day, attempting to write an army list for Age of Sigmar and getting multiple errors. There I am, one lone Copperberg as my nightcap before I submit a list, which I don't know if it's very good. Great wedding, 10 out of 10. So I was just fucking, yeah, because the TO was like, yo, dude, where's your list? And I was like, yo, I'm at a wedding. I was at a wedding, bro. What are you doing? He was like, I need your list tonight. I was like, bro, can you wait till tomorrow? He's like, no, we need it tonight. And I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, on it. So I went to the back. George was like, is everything okay? Are you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just gonna go play my phone. She was like, why you building army lists out here? And I was like, I've got a tournament. I don't have my list ready. So there I am, fucking building it. Trying to sort the errors out. Not really sure what's going on. Very drunk, JoJo Ty looking sick. Very drunk, not showing no regiments of renown. Not even got my faction terrain listed. Actually, awful. Awful. And one mixed fruit Copperbird to keep me going. So yes, great time had by all. But anyway, you're not here just to listen to my escapades of the weekend. You're also here to listen to what's in the title of the stream. So if you're tuning in for Wedding Gate, I am afraid to say we're going to talk about Warhammer now. Did I win? I did a big win. Yes, I got the army in. It's 1940 points and it's 2 drops. Okay, I've got to paint Ark and the Black this week, which is great because I've got so much to do this week. So I was like, you know what, drunk me, Drunk Me was like, yeah, go on. It's only one model. It's only the biggest model, one of the biggest models in the army. Drunk Me was like, yeah, go on, put the biggest model that's like a centerpiece that you got to paint in like 4 days now. But yeah, so I submitted my list. It's 1930 points. So I'll probably get that extra command point because I couldn't find anything else to put in it. And I was too drunk to think properly. But I also have, I think I have an Age of Sigmar tournament next week as well. Yeah, 19th, 20th. I think I have another tournament then. And then I don't have anything on the 26th, 27th. Or the 2nd or 3rd, because then I'm going to Japan. Fuck, that's close. That's very close. Stress painting ogres and flayers. Nice, nice. But chat, did you know Games Workshop said there was no more 40k until 2025? And then they lied. In a weird way. In a very weird way. Because the first thing that happened was a little random Facebook comment. Okay. A little random Facebook comment, which I'll first find. Okay. I'll find first. Where was it? Here. Open with another app. Oh, there we go. That'll do. This little thing popped up. Someone complaining on Facebook. It says, good news, the studio right now is working on a digital update that will once again see Deathwatch armies take to the battlefield in games of Warhammer 40,000. It's expected in December. What the fuck? Excuse me, what? Now, I don't know what this was in reply to. I only got this as context. However, there was an article, as you can see. What an all-new animated vignette. The enemy without a Deathwatch vignette. Which looks very cool. Also, I watched the trailer. Oh, this isn't the trailer. Never mind. I watched the trailer. Looked cool. It's actually made in conjunction with Bandai Namco, which is also very cool. They don't say December 2024. That's true. So this is all posted on Warhammer Day. You know, they start talking about Bandai Namco Filmworks and they're showing to Warhammer because this is the Bandai stuff they made. But there's all of this talking about the thing that they're doing. And then they're talking all about this. And then all the way at the bottom, PS on the subject of Deathwatch. As you can see. Lots of you have gotten in touch over the last few weeks with your thoughts on the way that Deathwatch kill teams now work in Warhammer 40,000. Okay, we hear you. A couple of squads is not enough. You want to mobilize the might of a full watch fortress. Because obviously, if you didn't know, Deathwatch were a fully functioning Space Marine army with unique units, okay? Much like Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, etc. Okay? They used to have their own codex, then they became a Space Marine Index, and then they became part of the Imperial Agents book, which Imperial Agents is obviously... It's the shit way they did. They absolutely shat on Deathwatch armies, okay? They removed every single option other than Deathwatch kill teams, Watchmaster Artemis. Or Watch Captain Artemis. And then... But before, obviously, as you can see from like this picture as an example, Deathwatch were a Space Marine army, so they could take any Space Marine unit, pretty much. I believe there were some limitations, but not many, if I remember correctly. They could take pretty much any Space Marine unit, and they were just Deathwatch. You know, they just worked properly, right? But as you see from this picture, you got like the Invicta Warsuit, you got like the Repulsor, you've got Inceptors, you've got like Lieutenants and stuff, some Primaris at the back, I believe. Looks like Deathwatch Intercessors, Deathwatch Land Raider, Deathwatch Aggressors. Obviously, this is an older picture, but obviously, a Deathwatch army was a Space Marine army with unique units, and then it became what it is today, which is just two units, not 3 units. Pretty much just no scouts. Yeah, I think it's pretty much everything but scouts, right? I can't really think of anything else. But either way, they had access to a lot. They had unique kill teams, which were like mixed units of like random fucking like Terminator, a random guy, a bike, a jump back guy, all mixed together. Then they had some like Primaris ones, and they got rid of all those and just made it kill teams. But they have said, While such deployments are rare in the 41st millennium, they are not unknown, and the Ordo Xenos, and the Warhammer Studio for that matter, is not deaf to many calls for aid. So we can confirm today that in December we'll be releasing a digital update with more options to take your Deathwatch army to the field and lay low the alien menace. This is Games Workshop saying we fucked up. This is Games Workshop holding their hands up at the bottom of a very, very long article, okay, to mention something as big as this, you know. Have I just noticed? Oh, yeah, I just noticed there's a progress bar at the top now. Have you noticed that? There we go. This is Games Workshop admitting that they massively fucked up with Deathwatch, because whilst I think the army functions really well as an Imperial agent, if you are a Deathwatch player with loads of Deathwatch units, you were just kind of like, well, you can still run this as a Space Marine army and then take Deathwatch as allies. And that's obviously not right. It wasn't really fair. It was really unfair to the people who invested a lot of time into a unique army that Games Workshop had been supporting as a unique army since 7th edition. So like 8 years or something now. They made it a fully fledged army. They gave it a codex. They gave it like a launch box and stuff. They gave them combat patrols. And even like the combat patrol, none of the units in the combat patrol were actually usable in the Imperial Agents Codex. So they've made it so it's so limited, and then they've gone, oh, actually, we're going to do a bit of an update. Now, honestly, I reckon what they're going to do is take out all of the random kill team stuff, like the mixed squads, you know, Primus kill team and stuff like that. And I think they're going to be like, here's the old index back, but only with stuff that you can buy in a box, you know? You're going to be able to take Deathwatch Terminators, Deathwatch Land Raider, Deathwatch Repulsor, you know? What you're not going to be able to take is fucking, like, here's one Inceptor, one Aggressor, one Heavy Intercessor, only one squad, and all the other stuff that they don't sell anymore, like the Deathwatch bikes. But honestly, I reckon you might get like a mini index, like kind of like an index that you used to have, but cut down, you know? Just cut down to be a little bit smaller. I don't think it'll work the same way as it did with the Space Marine Codex. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll work with the Space Marine Codex like normal. Like it did with the same things, but I think it'll just be like a separate index that's kind of like, here's the units that you can take. You know, some of the older ones, like you know, Deathwatch Intercessor Squad, you know. They're going to get the Emperor Children treatment. Here are some restrictions and 2 data cards. Also true. Yeah, that's also obviously also could happen. Where they go, here's the 3 data sheets that you have already from Imperial Agents, and you can take all of these ones, or you can't take these ones, for example. I don't think you're going to get like a full digital codex for free, but I do think like a cut down version of the index you had is probably what you should expect. They just need the Deathwatch Marines to have an Adeptus Astartes keyword, so Oath of the Moment works on them. Yeah, maybe they'll get Oath of the Moment back. That would make sense, because they currently don't have a faction ability either. Because, like, they have the detachment, but as a faction, they don't have an ability. Their faction ability, if you took a pure Deathwatch army today, is that you can take them as an ally.
Super chat £3.74. Doesn't units not in the codex from index get Legends PDF?
Yeah, they get a Legends PDF usually, but thanks to the 5, dude, really appreciate it. I don't think they've had a Legends PDF yet. Deathwatch Legends, I don't think that's a thing. Legends, Agents of the Imperium, maybe. Damned Legionnaires. No, this is all the... This is just the... Oh, no, Kill Team Cassius. There it is. Deathwatch Terminate Squad. Veteran Bite Squad. So maybe some of these units will move over. I don't... What's this one? What's this made up of? Yeah, I don't think kill teams like this are going to move over, like Proteus Kill Team. I don't think, like, the Proteus Kill Team's going to move over. Or Fortis. All of these ones are, like, the mixed ones. You know? Especially when it's like a bike as well, because everyone found that weird. Why has this bike got infantry keyword? Steve, how you doing, mate? I'm good. How are you? Are you doing well? I've got the original index. Nah, it should be alright. Mostly from memory. Deathwatch. Ambury. No, that's not what I meant. Deathwatch Terminator Squad, though. Yeah, put that in index. Sorted. Hey, Shana, how you doing? It's painful watching all those unique Inquisitors gone. Yeah, for sure. So maybe they'll put those back in, or they'll go, yeah, here's a supplement to the Space Marine Codex. You are a Space Marine, but you have this unique detachment, which is Deathwatch, right? But it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. And the fact that it's shoved at the bottom of an article is weird. But I guess they were showing off armies and going, yo, hope you love this. You know, by the way, we're going to fix it. So... fair play. Depending how they do it, it'll be interesting. Depending what they give off or give out will be interesting. But yeah, it's just a strange one that they've like kind of like gone full circle, you know? It's just like interesting that they've gone, no, Deathwatch are part of the Imperial Agents now, and then they were like, well, everyone's given him a fucking... given him an earful, as it were, about the situation with that. And then they've gone, you know what? We're going to have to fix this December. So, I guess it's one of those things, I guess... you see a lot of outcry online, don't get me wrong, but everyone moans about everything online, so, you know. I wonder if there's been, like, a lot of people, like, emailing in, complaining, because obviously they have, like, the FAQ line and stuff like that. I guess this is a small attempt to not be bombarded with my make animation when you kill my army. Oh, why make animation when you kill my army? Yeah, maybe. Because I said the animation does look good. And again, it's in conjunction with Bandai, which is interesting as well. Turns out James Workshop plays Deathwatch. It does look really good. There you go. It looks great. This is just the trailer, by the way. So you got proper Deathwatch. Looking a bit Primaris-y. Looks more like a Blade Guard than a Firstborn guy. That's fine. A Reaver. It looks cool. And it's free to watch, I think. I think they said it's free to watch. Yeah, watch it for free on wargamingtv.com. So... I don't quite like how they walk when it shows just their feet, but I think that's just me. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about the feet too much, bro. I think it'll be fine. You know? How long is it? Oh, it's only 4 minutes long. Live react? Live react? That's the thing with, like, the animations. They're so short, aren't they? It's not too bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just short. You know? GW, you're going to tell me off to watch this live. You put it out for free. I probably shouldn't. I'll just get copyright claimed. Baited you in the first 10 seconds. Deathwatch never got a primary upgrade sprue. It's not true. Don't think that's true. Wasn't they all? Yeah, they did. 4 minutes is a lifetime animation. Yeah, I get that, but you know. Or is it just... Oh no, it's Terminator, isn't it? That's why. I don't think they did, actually. A firstborn one, but it's kind of like... It doesn't fit aggressors, but it fits everything else. Because it says Combat Patrol Death Watch, but you don't see the aggressor there. Obviously, when it's just Marines, it literally doesn't matter. Did the aggressors have Deathwatch shoulders? Oh, they did. Yeah, the aggressors had Deathwatch shoulders, which is interesting. But they're the Terminator ones. That's interesting that they showed them off, even though technically it didn't work. And it shows all three with them, but there's only two on the sprues. I wonder if there's two sprues in there. Either way, very interesting that GW are backpedaling a little bit. There's a new tab, yeah. It's interesting that GW are backpedaling. So that Golden Demon drama. Yeah. Time for Golden Demon drama. It's a bit of an interesting one. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. But obviously, it was Essen Spiel this weekend. It was the big convention in Germany, which I think is a very strange place to hold Golden Demon. Because I think historically, Essen Spiel is kind of like being what's known as a B2B type place, which means business to business, rather than a B2C, business to customer. You know? If anyone says that in a video and doesn't explain what it means, they're a knobhead, by the way. But basically, I've always thought as Essen Spiel is kind of like business to business, where it's kind of like a company will go there to find new games to sell in their store, or find new products to sell in their store, you know? Like a local store in your area, even if it's a small or a big one, if they're thinking about expanding, they might go to like Essen Spiel to like learn about like the Army Painter or something like that, or like Asmodee or something. But it sounds like they're trying to open it up. I think they probably like noticed that there's more money in selling directly to a customer and getting more people into the event rather than it just being a like a convention for other businesses. So they hosted Golden Demon there. Obviously, it was, I presume, sponsored or some sort of setup with Warhammer, with Games Workshop. But Golden Demon was hosted there. So it's the only Golden Demon this year in Europe. There's a lot of drama. This isn't the main story, but there's a lot of drama on the lead up because it's the first year where there's been a Golden Demon not held in the UK. And I think that's because there's more American people working for Games Workshop these days than there has been ever before. And I think they just want to take Games Workshop out of the UK these days. Honestly, I can see it happening in the next 15, 20 years. They're like, you know what? Let's move it to America. It's been a big board game expo for years, hasn't it? Yeah, big board game expo for other companies to buy the board games to sell in their shop. That's what I've always understood it as. But they're definitely making their move to be like a normal traditional convention, you know, with that on the side, you know. The reason being is like UK Games Expo, which is obviously the big UK board game convention, has a stand at Essen Spiel to sell stands at UK Games Expo, you know. If I was going to Essen Spiel and I saw that stand, that doesn't interest me in the slightest. You know, because it's obviously for other businesses. So, but the drama was Golden Demon was held there. One, Richard Gray didn't get a prize. I love Richard Gray. He told me to fuck off once. I love that man. He's so good. But Richard Gray didn't win anything. Didn't even get competitive entry, which is crazy. He was absolutely sick as well. Let me see if I can find it very quickly. Very quickly. Side topic. Tangent. Richard Gray, fantastic, insanely good painter. Just like fucking wild how good that person is. Like, and they, oh, is these the older pictures? Like, look at the fucking state of this. Look at the fucking state of it. Didn't get a commended entry. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. It's fucking beautiful. But anyway, there was also an entry by Miniature Nils, who's been put on my radar thanks to Nick this morning, with this astounding golem piece, okay? This is sick, all right? I've seen a lot of dioramas. This one is very good, okay? As you can see, it's Golem holding the ring above the fires of Mordor. And it's just fucking... That's what's crazy about it. It's so small. That's his finger, you know? Golem is smaller than this man's fingerprint. But it looks astounding. It's so nice. It's so, so nice. Like, look at the fucking detail on there. Was that based on the hit video game Golem? Yeah. They got a higher score than fucking Space Marine 2, was it? Or something? Maybe he has really big fingers. I mean, yeah, maybe. But on the average finger. That's a small dude. Alright? And you got, like, the back piece. Just absolutely stunning. The eyes are insane. Again, when you look at this... And then you look at this... You're a bit like, holy shit. Holy shit. So if you enjoy, let the eyes do the work, and I'll read it to you. My entree for Golden Demon in the Middle Earth category, it is a converted version of Golem based on the one of the models from Games Workshop that I have cut up, reposed, and resculpted parts of. The whole project started almost a year ago, and it feels good to be finally done with it. I've grown a lot as a painter throughout the process, and I'm very happy with how everything has ended up. You fucking would be. Look at the fucking state of that. Thanks a lot to XYZ for emotional support. Thank you, XYZ, for invaluable feedback. I'll try and post some more pictures in the days to come, but now he's off to Essen Spiel 2024 to put in the cabinet. Stay high if you are there. Obviously, this is a few days ago. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely insanely nice, right? What the muscle definition is just ridiculous. Yeah, for something that tiny, you know, if this doesn't win gold, it's a commended entry for the fucking sword, right? Because it's that good, I would say. I'm not a Golden Demon judge, but it's very fucking nice. What if I told you that Nils walked away with no prize? He walked away with not a single prize. He must have Toy Story 2 Toy Fixer level classes to paint this. Yeah, literally. He walked away with not one prize because he was actually disqualified. Which is actually gutting, to be honest. And it's probably to do with last year. Okay. Nil prize. Fuck off. Why Golden Demon was not judged. Or Golem was not judged at Golden Demon. My Golem entry in Middle Earth category at Golden Demon 2024 ended up not being judged. I talked to a representative from Games Workshop, was given the following two reasons. Since the piece involved 3D scanning, modelling and printing, this could put Games Workshop in a bad situation with New Line Cinema since they are not approved of this version of the character. I have scanned their model and could potentially resell it. So because there is allegedly 3D scanning and printing involved, they couldn't enter it, you know? Bearing in mind, every other Golden Demon entry will have been chopped up and cut to shit, you know? Changed, converted, whatever. Whether or not this was 3D scanned and printed, it's been chopped around enough to where New Line Cinema, the owners of the license that Games Workshop used to make Lord of the Rings miniatures, or Middle Earth miniatures, should I say, could be in jeopardy because of this. Sounds like a heap of baloney. I totally agree. After Adepticon, they have allegedly added a part in the rules section that says the entry should use technology in the spirit of the competition. This is loosely paraphrased based on our conversation. I put a lot of work into this entry, started almost a year ago, and it would have been a lie to not say I've been disappointed, but I also understand where they're coming from. I respect the argument about the licensing. I've worked with similar things, might have done the same. On the other hand, I have not been able to find the part in the rules they were referring to. As far as I can tell, I am well within them as they are written. Edit, after talking to GW again, and they said it was part of the entry from that came out a couple of weeks in advance. Before the event, I also sent an email with pictures of the entry that was approved. That said, I did not mention 3D sculpting, printing, or scanning, therefore could read as I was physically doing it. Also, I relied on the presidency from previous Golden Demons where similar types of entries had won. Because obviously last year, or this year, was it Adepticon? Adepticon Slayer Sword winner? Is this one, right? Yeah, I have this one. That won the Slayer Sword. And obviously, all of it was 3D scanned and then 3D printed again. You know, a lot of it. So this model was 3D scanned. Obviously a beautiful piece, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of talk about the fact that this was not resculpted upside down. It was 3D scanned and printed after a quick flip in ZBrush or whatever. Which doesn't diminish anything about the creativity of the piece. It doesn't diminish anything about the paint job. But what it does diminish is like the fact that a lot of the skill in making this is actually down to, or like physically making the piece, not painting it. I'm not talking about the paint job. I can't paint like that. But actually making the piece can come down to a lot to 3D printing rather than skill, you know. But I don't know what's been 3D printed or 3D scanned or remade. Do you have good sources for the drama? I've got the horse. The horse is neighing. But because of that, again, I don't know which part of this has been. Oh, let's have a look at a Golem miniature. Golem, Games Workshop. Games Workshop. I know what's been scanned. Oh, really? It's not based on that miniature, is it? God, surely not. It's the Golem. The Golem. Is that the model? What's the original miniature? It don't even fucking look like it. As in, he scanned the Golem. So that's not an original. It said it's based on a miniature. Based on one of the models from Games Workshop, they cut up repos and resculpted parts of. That's what I'm saying. Which part is original? Golem from the film. So it's not even an original miniature. There's been a few over the years. Golem. Warhammer. Is it that one? No, maybe. Maybe. If that Golem isn't actually made by GW. Yeah, if it's, I'm trying to work out what original parts are on it. If it's all 3D printed, I'm a bit like, okay. Okay. Maybe it is from Golem Game. Maybe it is from Golem Game. That's why it got declined. Let me check. Yeah, like... If there's any more information, it's going to be great. I'm just a bit like, oh, actually... Is it actually even based on a Warhammer Mini? Because if it isn't, I'm a bit like, yeah, I mean, fucking what do you expect? But I think it might be based on this one. Maybe based on this one with the fish. Is that a Warhammer Mini? What is this website? Minizet.net. I don't know. I feel like it's based on that one, right? And then a new hand. 2 new hands. New chest, new legs. Maybe a resculpted head. Can you 3D scan from film stills? No. You can't 3D scan from film stills, no. You can 3D model from film stills, but you still like using it as a reference. But yeah, if you use the video game... I've asked. If he doesn't know, if you don't know, it's fine. Don't harass the guy. Talking about the situation rather than the actual guy himself. Very odd. Yeah, I don't even... that's the closest one it would be based on, I think. I harassed someone else. Okay. Problem is they do not own the IP for Lord of the Rings, and if they were to endorse a likeness of Gollum that has not been approved by the license owner, then GW could lose the license. It would be a breach of the contract. Yeah, for sure. But at what point do they go, right, Middle-earth, you can't convert anything, you know? Because that's not been approved. I mean, it's a bit of a fucking weird one, you know? It's a bit of a weird one because it's like Golden Demon, you're encouraged to convert and make something unique. And then they're like, yo, just let you know, because New Line Cinema owns a license, you've got a problem now. It's not the conveying part, it's the fact that he 3D scanned elements of the piece. Yeah, but it didn't say... I didn't... Unless I just misunderstood what he said. We didn't specifically say that he 3D scanned it. But maybe they just recognized that it was. Because he said... Where was it? I did not mention 3D sculpting, printing, or scanning, and therefore read us doing it physically. Maybe in the emails prior that when he got it approved, it was they didn't know it was 3D scanned. And we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was, better, stronger, faster. It's so gutting, you know. It is so gutting because it's so nice. But yeah, maybe they made the model so good compared to the original, which is so bad. Yeah, we lost. A tape measure? Here. We found one. You're going to play some Warhammers?
No, it's because me and Charlotte are trying to figure out how to wear them.
Oscar says hi. She said hi. Looking at that mini, that does not look like any of the golems that Cheeto produced. Yeah, I don't... How do you search for Lord of the Rings minis? Like, I've searched Warhammer Golem. I feel that's such a boomer thing to search. I thought that was a Taylor Swift impersonator. Don't be mean. Warhammer Golem. Middle Earth strategy battle game Golem. There we go. That's how you search for it. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's gotta be that based on that one. Like very loosely. Like 3D scan it and resculpt it. I don't think there's... How many Golem models have there been? It looks like there's only about 4. Only. There's as many Golems as there are Primaris Lieutenants, but you know, you are limited to like 20 fucking characters. The chest looks like the fish golem. There, that's the only thing that I can kind of... Because like the posing as well is super similar. The posing on this is super similar. The chests look similar, but this is a lot of it's cut down to the paint job, I think. But then all the feet have been resculpted. And the hands. Obviously, those hands are fucking awful. Actually awful. Look at the state of them. What is that supposed to be? I know they're small, as you know, even if this one is 3D printed, it's small, but fucking hell, like club hand. So yeah, actually gutted for him. But like, if the entire thing's 3D printed, then yeah, Games Workshop don't use 3D printing. There's as many golems as there has been Marnie's Skalgars. Who's more influential, Golem or Marnie's Skalgar? Probably Golem. Okay, I know now. Good. There is a metal one in that pose with the ring hand down. Do you know what I can do to search that one? Because I've not seen it. At what point do fucking Golden Demon entries learn that you can't 3D print stuff though? Can I post a link? I'm afraid not. I've posted on Discord, bud. So he's 3D scanned all of the Golem models from GW, then built one from them. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe the legs borrowed from this one. That face is awful. Someone sent me this one. Nailed it. There it is. Found it. Found it. No, he's brave enough to bash minis like Albert. Yeah. But if he said, if you go, yeah, it's a mixture of all of them, then maybe. Because you could be like, the legs from this one are very similar to the legs on this one. Similar. Especially that back one, you know what I mean? This one is kind of similar to this one. You know? And then the face body from this one. Not sure about the arms, though. But he might have just designed that himself. Fucking hell. I think that's Golem holding the ring. He's so small. Picture in Discord. Just that one? Or is it another one? It's the scanning part. Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to work out how the mini's been put together. You know what I mean? But yeah, they don't want you scanning. They don't want you resculpting. They don't want you to like remix it, as it were. You know? They don't want you to remix the miniatures. They want you to convert them, but not like digitally remix. I think that's where GW are trying to like draw the line now, because obviously they had this one win, which is really good, but there was a lot of discussion about inverting, you know, like inverting and scanning miniatures. There was a lot about this guy the year before as well. I can't remember his name. Alexander, because he won a bronze with an Iron Warrior with parts that weren't modelled by him. Because before, Golden Demon was a competition of skill of showing that you can convert Games Workshop kits. And now it's kind of become who's got the best 3D sculpting. Which, you know, in the competition is a good showcase. But GW don't like that. GW don't like that. You know, they don't want you 3D printing shit and scanning. They want you to do it the old-fashioned way. I think that Kado one is excellent, but the 3D flip does a lot of the heavy lifting to push it to the top. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like, without ZBrush, can you make this? You know, without, like, fucking a scanner, can you make this? And obviously, like, just like I had in the other day, right? I'm not a sculptor, so I use 3D printing to convert my own model, right? So I'm not, like, knocking them. I'm not saying that what they're doing is bad. I think it's really inventive, you know? If you don't have a skill set, use something that fills in the gap. But the problem is then Games Workshop are, like, getting in heat, or they are giving out heat, like in this instance, of like, well, we've been using 3D printing and scanning, and now you're not happy with it. Without the inversion, Kado would not have won the sword. No, I agree. And it's like, there's skill in the design of it. There's skill in the arrangement, but it's kind of like the showstopper aspect of it. It comes down to a piece of kit, right? GW use ZBrush, why can't Entrance? Well, they can unless it's Lord of the Rings, by the sounds of it. But I think, yeah, it just comes down to they want you to use the stuff that you can buy off the shelf. But that's what it feels like, you know? They're not trying to train or showcase the best sculpting in the world because that's what they think they have. You know? They want to see the best painting in the world to show off their models. They don't want to have like a Slayer sword of a miniature you can't buy. You know? Like people are saying, like there's an open category, which is where 3D printing and stuff should be. But it's like, Golden Demon entrants spend a long time deciding what category to enter. They don't paint a model, then decide the category. They decide the category and then choose the model, you know? A lot of the time, they look at like the quietest categories and enter those.
£3.74. Without the skill set, it fills a gap. But and GD's like a skill-based competition.
Yeah, for sure. Again, thanks for the 5, Brian. Really appreciate it. As I mentioned, and we spoke about it when all the drama went down with Neil and the AI prompt. It's just like a really strange one because it's like you can't have other people help you out with your piece, but then you can use technology to fill in the gaps. It's a very strange one, you know. Albert Slayer's sword can't be bought. Who's Albert? Is that the latest guy? Albert Slayer sword. 2023? Is that the one you mean? 2023? I don't even know what this miniature is. Last year's. Is this not a Lumineth model? He sculpted that by hand, all of it. Has metal components and stuff. I'm gonna say some of these you surely GW. It's composed of all Eldar parts and Lumineth model. Yeah, I don't know what relevance does this have. Someone said you can't buy this. Yeah, but you can buy parts of it. You can't buy any of this, supposedly, because it's all been resculpted. The hands don't look like that. Again, Golden Demon has always been about an entrance ability to hobby, so paint, sculpting, and converting. I guess using a 3D scanner is too much like an animate sculpt part that you paint it. Yeah, I think so. This one gold in AOS single. This year's gold. This is last year. I'm so confused what people are talking about. Someone said you can't buy it. It's got parts of it. I don't understand what everyone's talking about. Albert's Plagueberry was fully sculpted. Maybe I should just stop reading great name. Albert Morto. Font. I don't know, fucking know. I know what you're about. You could make that Lumineth yourself from various bits, and green stuff is the difference. Yeah, because it's showing like the sculpting aspect, right? It's showing like the sculpting aspect of taking parts of a GW miniature and then making it your own. But I don't think they want you to do that via ZBrush because you could reproduce it. I think there's like maybe an element. Again, this is all like fucking conjecture, right? It's all just what I'm thinking, or like how I understand it. Is that when you sculpt something like a unique piece for Golden Demon, it's not reproducible. You know, you can't reproduce it super fast. Oh, so even if we're talking about the org, even if people want to talk about the org, it's still an original model. That guy's sickening. I already follow him. Yeah, I've already looked at the golem. That was like, I've looked at the golem already. I saw the tiny golem. We zoomed in on it. There was fucking a pixel. But yeah, I think that what they don't want is something to be like easily replicable, because it's like, this is unique and this is one of a kind. And to make this, Albert would have to keep resculpting it, right? He'd have to keep making it over and over again, or casting one. He could technically cast one, you know? But if you 3D scan it, you just print one and be like, oh, I want that golem. Oh, you can buy one off me, mate. Yeah, look, I've already... 3 people have mentioned the golem now. I have looked at the golem. You were all here. I clicked on the golem and I was like, oh my god, there's 3 pixels. I zoomed in and went, oh, maybe there is a ring there. I can't tell. I have looked at the golem. It's a bad picture. Chat in meltdown. Yeah, chat is in meltdown. Maxime Pernard won 40k with a hand-sculpted Plague Marine. Until I got shut up. This one? Nah. That's the wrong guy. Maxime Bernard? Don't think that's him. Don't think that's him. Chat, I'm too tired to deal with the bullshit of bringing Golem up again. I'm really tired, alright? I spelled his name wrong. You want to stop leading me on fucking wild goose chase, everyone? Well, I want fact checking, alright? I want this one. This one? Is that fully hand sculpted? I'll tell you the Discord. I'm not fucking looking at the Discord. Inferno Brush. Congratulations, bud. Thanks for popping by. Congratulations this weekend. You did a great job. Use the link I sent you. Everyone's tagging me and everything. Use the link I sent you. It's not even, it's just to the homepage. Ah. That Dan called Trogoff isn't crazy. That Dan called Trogoff is crazy. Great. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if this is fully sculpted or not.
48 pence. What colours should I paint my amble for a tournament in Atlanta?
Throw your amble in the bin. Throw the amble away. Oh my god, is it all a 3D print? Or is it all it's all hand sculpted? Okay. That is savage, to be fair, isn't it? Paint it reliquary red so Mikey doesn't get mad. That's true. It's putting. I'm not clicking any more links to the Discord. Every time someone leads me astray, I just end up on random shit. And no, I'm not hitting the right thing. I'm too tired. That's interesting. But yeah, do you think it comes down to the fact that it's not easily replicable without like hard casting it? Is it going to lead to that post? I don't trust you. I don't trust you. That is crazy, isn't it? So is that why? Is that why they don't allow stuff like this? Because it's like you can sell that. Because that's what you said in the comments, right? If you're going to put our sleuthing hats on, I could potentially resell it. I think it's just a rogue intern making stuff up on the fly. Yeah, maybe. But obviously this, from Nils, I scanned their model, could potentially resell it from a Games Workshop staff. But then this wins, all hand sculpted. The only way you could sculpt this is, one, could scan it. Okay. Could scan it, obviously. But if you wanted to cast it a traditional way, if you did without the scanner, let's say the scanner's gone. He'd have to chop it up. I would say it's to do with the IP and New Line Warner Bros. Being much more strict and 3D scanner being reproduced must be a concern for them. Yeah, for sure. For sure, I agree. But then that's just like, it's just a weird one. It's like Middle Earth, or a Middle Earth entry should be in a separate Golden Demon, right? Because then if people can do this in Golden Demon, which is obviously amazing, you know, then going, well, this is Middle Earth, so even though it's a Games Workshop model and it's a Games Workshop competition, you're bound by the limitations of the license we have for these models. So every model should be stock, you know? It should be purely like a painting or like a diorama building competition, because you surely, if that's a problem with 3D scanning, maybe converting's a problem as well, you know? It feels like GW legal team being overly cautious because of their licensing partner. Yeah, but that should be done beforehand, not at the event. You know? That should be way beforehand, not when the guy arrives at the event. It should be very clear on the on the run up, right? Mercenary Q. It just said, here's it. It said, found a great video on the winner. Check it out. And then sent me this. Is it 2002? Is it fucking 2002 or something? God damn. Remove mod. I think you're right. Make him do a PowerPoint on why you shouldn't mod him. Mercenary, get to work. Hide your links. It should have been clearer beforehand. Yeah, that's the thing. It's obviously he spent a long time on it. He spent such a long time on it, and then it's kind of like they've just kind of like got rid of it and just gone nah. I think in Neon's maybe using Rogue Signature Series early paint. Brian Albania, I'm gonna unmod you if you use anything other than Reliquary Red. You know the rules, so do I. He didn't know the rules. That was the problem. I'll send you a link now. It'll be a list of Lord of the Rings winners. Okay. You can understand why I've been led astray multiple times. You know? Yeah, there's not a lot of converting here, is there? Except for that one? Maybe? This is just a lot of very nice minis on very cool bases. I wonder if we'll see anything similar with any models in the likeness of characters from any live-action TV/film GW license, or have GW learned that lesson now. I don't think you'll see it the other way. I think because Amazon are licensing the stuff from GW, not vice versa. Never gonna scan you up, never gonna print you out, never gonna get an IP infringement and desert you. Fuck's sake.
Pence. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
Stop it! Thanks for the 5, dude. Yeah, these are all very much a original model on a cool base. Which is what Golden Deer should be. Not all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, but the actor's likeness is surely another matter. Yeah, but obviously when they sign up for the job, they'll probably have to sign a contract saying we can use your likeness. Much like other films like Star Wars or whatever. You know? Controversial take, but I agree. To which bit? The biggest drama is the Silvering Open. What's the Silvering Open? Has it been uploaded yet? View event. Open. This one. That Golden Demon should be just normal GW mini painted amazing. Yeah, I agree. That's sick, that. What's the drama with this one? Is it because it's not something crazy? Because bronze is also just a Deathwing. A lot of people are confused on why a mid ultramarine, mid for the level 1 silver. Is it mid? Would you say that's mid? I think the base is a little bit mid, but... This is top level painters talking. Yeah, but top level painters also very full of themselves. You know? Some of the shit you hear from people who enter Golden Demon all the time, honestly, I wouldn't talk about people who are wanted dead like they do. Looks box art, but that isn't bad. Yeah, because the open category, I think staff members can enter. So obviously this is maybe a staff member. It's just every metal level, and that shouldn't be good enough to win open. Yeah, but don't forget who's judging it. Every metal painters. The Ultras feel very high-level metal, heavy metal box art compared to the higher details of the Dark Angels blends. Lighting could also be effective versus in person. Yeah, true. Don't get me wrong, that blending is lovely on the armor. If anyone says this paint job is mid, though, it's just high. No heavy metal paint is judging at the event. Heavy metal don't judge anymore. Who judges then? That's nice though, you know. It's a perfect image to sell a Games Workshop model, you know. Managers. What managers? Managers of what? Tesco? Managers of Games Workshop stores, is that what you're about to say? Just like random managers who work at your local store. That's the thing, is the Golden Demon is also a prime example to show off miniatures in their best form. You know? My face when they come out of the box not looking like this. You could say that Guardsman is pretty heavy metal. Look at it. It's just highlighted. Comprised of GW staff members and one independent judge. Yeah, maybe just like a bunch of random people. I think the ones you want to fucking watch out for is these fuckers. These under 16 bastards. Look at the state of this. I can't paint like that. This guy's a kid. He watches Skibidi Toilet while pacing his Nurgle Marines. You know? He's like, you've got Ohio Riz, I've got the best Nurgle thing you've ever seen. You know? Hey, look, it just looks like that thing that came out of a toilet. That's what it'll say while it's painted it. Art is subjective though, so what you might not think rank, someone might put at the top. Oh yeah, definitely. Painted on Roblox VR. You watch NPC TikTok while painting your Blue Ravens. Yeah, true. Got me there. Got me there, bro. Nailed it. Gotta be in bed before 9, but paints like that. Actually wild. This one was so cool. You see this one? Actually insane. Actually insane, this one. I don't think this picture does it justice, because I think there's just so much going on that you can hardly read this. But it's like, it's fucking wild, dude. There's so much here, it's so cool. This is probably one of my favourite. This is probably one of my favourite ones. The Nid Duel, is this one? That is quite cool. It's painted to perfection, isn't it? I should go Warhammer World. It should, yeah. Should be in front of a book. Actually crazy, that one. That's nice too, don't get me wrong. An inventive way to reinvent, because it is just one model. But that one's fucking crazy. Old World, no Tomb Kings, cringe. Cringe. Epic Scale. I saw this one. I think I follow this guy on Instagram. The problem is I see people's names, I've got like fucking no idea who that is, and it'll be like, oh, it's Ohio Riz Skibbity 69 from Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice, that. I like that one. See, I follow him. It's weird that they don't sell a Golden Demon book. It'd be perfect copy table. Yeah, but then you'd have to pay everyone who's in it. And they wouldn't do that. The ship is great. Yeah, what is it? Is it fucking Dreadfleet, is it, or something? That Leviathan is cracked. No, it's not. It's pretty solid, I think. Pretty nice, but Not cracked. No, I don't see any cracks. The Reaver's nice as well with the tiny dudes. That's nice. It looks very Star Wars, that, to be fair. Underworlds. Nice. I ain't seen a lot of these, to be fair. Neil Hollis got AI to paint this one. I saw you post on Instagram being like, enjoy summer virgins, and then he signed it Neil Prompts, which is quite funny. It was a bit funny. But I was a bit like, bruh, you could have won Sword if you called everyone virgins at the tournament. Or the event, sorry. If only you called everyone a virgin, you know? If you called everyone a fucking virgin who live online, you would have won the Slay Sword, surely. Nothing like tuning to Golden Demon while you contrast paint some Harlequins. Get it, King. Get it. Middle-earth, as you can see. Probably not converted. Probably not converted. Probably not converted. Funny that. God, that is nice, isn't it? Dave Perryman there. God, that's cool. Very cool. That's nice. I've not seen that one. That's really nice. God, they should take more than one picture though. Fucking hell, like I want to see the rest of that wing. So nice, so pretty. Dave Perriman has a Patreon. Okay. I can't paint like him. I can't paint like him though. So you got Alberto with the Orc. We've obviously looked at that one. That is sick, to be fair. And then some classics. We've got some single miniatures, just converted, nice bases. Not converted, but just nice bases. Eyes on that one are elite. Warhammer large vehicle. Nice use of Venom Crawler. I've seen that conversion a few times. I mean, that paint job is a very like. I can't paint this well. Paint job looks so weird though to me personally. Art is subjective, chat. All right. I can't paint the gradients like they, but they just look odd. I think it's because it's like. I think it's the light background that's making it look weird. You know? The speeder is perfect but mid at the same time. How can you look at that and go, that's mid? You look at that and you go, yeah, mid AF. It's just because you've seen it loads and it's a classic paint job. Because I think most people are expecting this sort of paint job. You know? Or similar to this vibe. It's weird seeing Invicta Warsuit not in the sea. Alright, get the fuck out. Alright? Get the fuck out. That's cool. That's nice, that. I wasn't expecting to just look at Golden Demon tonight, but here we are. Great job to the compendium to get them all loaded so fast. Nice use of little Skaven rats as well. Mikey, it's mid compared to everything else that is at that level at the event. Yeah, but still, I think insulting anyone's painting is just fucking brutal. When you're like, that one gold, that one silver, it's mid. You know what I mean? Andy's is sick. I love that. Converted as well. I can't believe he won. That's crazy. Really understated squad. Lots of great look conversions. Yeah, for sure. That's not even a full squad. Cop out. Why is it not 10? Lovely background there. That's really cool. Is that based on like an artwork piece? Or is it just a cool background? Again, that fucking... I think it's the desert. The desert painted. It looks really nice. That rock and base looks sick. But I think because of the white background, the miniature's hard to look at. It feels like a bit like saying I could have made that jump when an Olympic jumper doesn't manage to clear a 9-meter high hurdle. Yeah, it's like, oh, he could have made that. I could have made that when everyone else has already made it. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, I get you. It's just fucking... I just don't see how it's mid. You can just say it's mid, even if you're like mid comparatively. Just saying a fucking thing is mid is like wild. But there you go. Infernal brush, big fat sword. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Absolutely sick. I could have made that. You could have. It's very sick. And again, it's just classic. It's a super cool base, but it's just the miniature on the base. You know what I mean? Very sick. I love the fish. Oh yeah, look at those fish. Hell yeah. How many hours did you spend on the fish? That's the question. That's what I want to know. You know? You better not tell me those fish are 3D printed. Or New Line Cinema are going to come have a word. How many hours on just the fish? That's what I want to know. Are the fish resin printed? Fucking don't tell me that. Don't tell me those fish are 3D scanned. It's mid because it's boring AF. It's the standard style. With no flair at all. It's perfect, but it's rote. Exceptional, but nothing that makes you go, ooh. Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying. I just feel like mid, in my opinion, saying something mid is saying it's bad. Their green stuff, well, Infernal Brush is psycho. You're going to get a lawsuit from Green Stuff World for painting their fish and winning an award with it. That's their award now. It must be hand whittled out of GW sprues the way GW intended. Green Stuff World are going to be coming for their fucking royalties, bro. They're going to be like, yo, you used our fish. Time for a lawsuit. Copyright strike. You know? It's just the blending on the skin that's fucking insane. You know? All of it is insane. But it's just like the fucking texture on the fingers is crazy. They're in the trademark for fish in Europe. It wouldn't surprise me if they tried. You know? It wouldn't have surprised me if they tried. Like, obviously, all of it is mint. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like the texture on the skin is crazy. Use the golden demon sword to cut the prize in half. Yeah, you know what he did? First thing you did when he got home was get the sword. Which I don't think you keep. I don't think you keep the Slayer sword. I think you just hold it up. And it goes back to Warhammer World. And then they put another plaque on the wall. He chopped up the winning piece. That would be the ballsiest thing they could do, though. You know? The ballsiest thing you could do is like, I've just won Slayer sword. Slap it. You do keep the sword. Oh, sick, okay. Well, there you go. I thought you had to give it back. Are you going to chop your winning piece in half with the sword? Because that would be so funny. Just think how funny that'd be. Yeah, you won't have the piece to, like, keep forever on a shelf in, like, a glass jar or whatever. But you could chop it in half with the sword and put it on TikTok. The guide to the skin is on the Patreon. You know what else is on the Patreon? Not me, but I do have a member button. I do have a join button or a gifting member button. That's all I'm saying. It's completely blunt, even better. Even better. You swing it hard enough, it'll go in half. You know? Swing it hard enough, bro. You got this. You can make it. Anyway, that's enough glazing on Golden Demons now, I think. I think we've done enough glazing this evening. We've done a lot. Even though I said I was going to do a quick stream, it's ended up being the same length of time because people kept sending me on wild goose chasers. If you're a Golden Demon winner in chat, you need to gift a membership. Yeah, I think so. 1 membership for being a Golden Demon winner, 50 for being a sword winner. Because you got a sword, so... Winning Demon wouldn't change your life. Seems like a lot of wasted effort. Most competitions are a waste of effort. It's all about the joy of competing and then winning. Could you enter a painted Slayer sword into the open category? As someone who doesn't enter Golden Demon very often and doesn't fully know the rules, I'm going to say no because Games Workshop didn't make it.
Super chat £3.71. Subscribe to Infernal Brush.
If it was anyone else, Oscar, I would ban you for that. Thanks for the £3. Sell the sword to cover the membership's true. So I was entered the painted Golden Demon trophy. Well, that's made in-house, right? But I don't think the sword is. Funny. Anyway, chat, it's been fun tonight. I've enjoyed hanging out. I've enjoyed chilling. I've enjoyed just having a little bit of a catch-up. But I'm very sleepy. Just banning. Yeah, fair. I'm very sleepy. I've had a very long evening of dancing. I want you to know that was 50 Swedish krona. I know, I can see it's SEK 50, but it's also equivalent to £3.71. God, your exchange rate's awful. Entering a painted Slayer sword into another Golden Demon would be the most cringe flex ever. Infernal Brush, get on it, mate. Golden Demons next year. Get painting your sword, bro. When does Golden Demon catch fire? Good question. Good question. But chat, it's been fun. It's been emotional. Hope you've enjoyed story time and just chatting about the things that have been happening over the weekend. I'll be back on Wednesday for the morning news. I do have a video, like, sat waiting. I was waiting for the sponsor to approve it. But the Parasocial gang have already seen it, okay? So if you'd like to support the channel, you can become a member. If you want to join the Parasocial team, join a private WhatsApp group with all the wonderful people that are in there. And you get to see massive behind-the-scenes stuff and just chat to me all the day. All day, every day. However, if you want to chat to me more, you have to wait till Wednesday, I'm afraid. Unless you become a member at Parasocial. But otherwise, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all. And hopefully, I'll catch you Wednesday then. So see ya, love ya, and bye. Bye-bye for now. Bye. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the members. Thanks to the gifted. See you in a bit. See you, love you, bye. Bye. Can you use Golden Demon Sword to cover the deposit for the burnt flowers?